Charlie Parsons, Boxing Social in association with William Hill and Empire Fight Store. Eddie Hearn, Galal Yafai. Galal, first round KO, you showed real levels in there tonight. Were you surprised yourself or not really? When I asked you in the build-up, I said nice domestic rivalry to get your teeth into. You were like, eh.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know. I didn't know what to expect because obviously he's been British champion. He had a good fight with Jay Harris in his last fight, so I thought he could bring something that I haven't seen yet. But then in the back of my head as well, I'm thinking, you know what? I should do him really with how I believe how good I am. And so yeah, first round knockouts. I think it's levels, like I said earlier.
Eddie said someone like a Kudras next, which would be a significant step up, but I think from what you've shown in there, you probably feel like that is the right decision next.
I think so, yeah. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think I'm ready? I know you watch boxing. You try and stay impartial, but I know you watch boxing, so what do you think?
Yeah, of course, but you go from Tommy Frank to someone like Kudras. I mean, you go and put that performance in, but then there is a real level disparity. I suppose Eddie's the man really to ask on that one.
Yeah, I think it's more for the training team. We're just passing it around everybody here, aren't we? But you know, you are going to get in there after 3 or 4 rounds and think to yourself, this is another kind of level that I'm in with now. But until you test yourself, until you make it uncomfortable for yourself, do you really want to be going in with Bam and Martinez and Sonny? So we don't want to get this wrong. We're not like we're desperate, but at the same time, you've got to keep him motivated, and he's not going to want to fight at that level. He's going to want to test himself against elite fighters.
Tony Bellew post-fight said, I don't believe that there's anything that Galal Yafai can do that Sonny Edwards... the other way around, Sonny Edwards can do that Galal can't. That's a huge domestic fight. Regardless, win or lose Sonny in his next fight, you'd like to make that one, Eddie?
I think that's a nailed-on fight at some point in 2024. They've sparred many rounds. I know he feels comfortable about that fight as well. But that's a domestic classic that could well be for a unified championship.
Galal, your thoughts on that fight?
Yeah, we know that fight's going to happen. You know, we sparred recently. We both know it's going to happen. Maybe 2-3 fights. Yeah, I'm excited for them fights, but you know, I just got to keep winning, keep looking good. And Sonny's got to worry about Bam Rodriguez, not worry about me just yet. He's got to win that other belt.
How do you think that fight goes?
Yeah, good question. I'm on the fence of it, 50-50. Whoever turns up on the night, really, for me. 50-55.
You were at the ruckus between Sonny and some of your family members or friends, I think, ringside?
Nah, then what happened?
Eddie, you were?
I didn't think it was his family, no.
Some friends, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. I did see a little incident. He was ring walking, I walked out, and I think it had just calmed down by the time I got there, but...
I think something to do with a bet on maybe US's Sonny, and somebody was saying $5,000 and then he just went mental.
Yeah. Oh.
No, I didn't.
Not sure if that was the case, but it's a great story. I'll definitely say that. Yeah. Build that up for the press conference.
Galal, how did it feel?
Oh, you scared me there.
Sorry. How did it feel returning back to Birmingham for the first time in 10 years?
Yeah, it felt good. Yes, you know what? A ring's a ring for me, but obviously Birmingham's my home city. It's where I was born and bred. Had all my people there, my friends, my family. Yeah, it was good. Hopefully I could do it again in the future, in a bigger fight.
Eddie, NXT Gen here tonight. First time in Birmingham for 5 years. Are we going to see this a more regular city to return to now with Galal?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, next gen shows are a little bit smaller than normal, but we had a decent turnout in here tonight. Lots of pockets of Coventry and Newcastle and Wolverhampton and Birmingham, and I think that when he's in bigger fights, a lot of people obviously feel that he's going to cruise through those levels as he did. But once he's fighting those Quadrasses and Rungvisais and world champions, I think he's going to fill these places up.
Galal, do you feel like you get the credit you deserve for being a former British champion, or do you think people look at his record and maybe a bit deceived by it?
I probably don't, because I'm Olympic champion, I almost expect it. So I probably won't get the credit, but should I get the credit? Probably not as well. Probably, even myself, I'm thinking I probably shouldn't get the credit because I should be beating them guys. I want credit for beating the top guys, not former British champions. But he's a good fighter, but I think I'm a few levels above.
Galal, what do you want from Eddie next?
What do I want from Eddie?
Fight-wise.
Oh, I was going to say nothing.
Rolex.
Nah, I'm alright. I'm not gonna beg for a watch though.
Oh, thank God for
I'm
that.
not gonna beg for a watch. Actually, I probably should have. Actually.
Yeah.
Just want to keep fighting, keep enjoying myself fighting and keep winning.
Galal, you've been sort of so relaxed all week. This was sort of quite a special moment for you, for your family as well, having that Birmingham Next Gen, the opportunity to headline. I know now, even though you're so calm, cool, relaxed, when it does settle in, is there a real pride in doing this? I mean, like Joe said, big time boxing hasn't been here in 5 years. That's got to be quite a special moment for you and the family, right?
Yeah, definitely. Cal's calf started it. Being Birmingham's first world champion, I wanted to carry it on. But nothing would feel better than winning the world title in my home city, or anywhere in the world. But because I've been at the pinnacle of sport by winning Olympic gold, I don't get too excited by these fights. I don't get that excited. Like me beating Tommy Franks, I was expected to do that. So yeah, hopefully I can get a bit more credit when I beat the top fighters.
For so long you watched your brothers do it, and you stuck with the amateur route. You went to the Olympics. For you now to be able to do it, I know that sort of they're able to watch you. You watch them for so long. Is that quite nice that you've sort of got your pro limelight?
Yeah, I'm the top dog now in the family. I was at the bottom before, but I'm the top dog now. Cal's slipped down the pecking order, but now he's happy for me.
Next Gen normally establishes people that go on to sort of build their career up, but do you think now this is a next generation for you, maybe being like a pay-per-view star down the line because of the performance you put on and where you are in your career?
Yeah, you know what? It was a sticky one for Matchroom because obviously I'm not young. I'm 30 years old, but I've only had 4 fights. So I see people say sometimes, "Oh, he's not a next gen. He's 30 years old." Fucking hell, I've had 4 fights. You know what I mean? What can I do? I turned pro a bit later. What could I have done? Not stay for an Olympic gold medal and turn pro when I was 24 and been on pennies as a flyweight. I had to win Olympic gold or do something across them lines. And it just happened to be I turned pro later, so it is what it is. I can't change my date of birth, can I?
All right. Cheers, boys. Well done.